Hey guys, it's Legion here, back with another reaction video. Alright, today we're gonna be reacting to this video that we found, the most obscure Super Mario trivia you've never heard of before. Very real, not clickbait. We're off to a bad start right at the start because that is a clickbait thumbnail. That is clearly a clickbait thumbnail. What was the maker of this video thinking? The collective in limbo. I don't know who that is. What were they thinking? What were they thinking with that thumbnail? And saying it's not clickbait doesn't make it any better. It's still clickbait. Hold on, let's actually adjust. Yeah, okay. All right. We're gonna start the video in 3, 2, 1. Terrible premise. Terrible premise for a video. All right, just right off the bat, terrible premise. All right, could use improvement. We're just here to, all right, no hate to Collective in Limbo here. We're just here to tell them how they could make a better video. All right, this is constructive criticism only. Okay. This person's an idiot. This person's a fucking idiot. Super Mario Bros. Is an obscure indie. What the hell? What the hell? I'm gonna bang on my desk in anger because Super Mario Bros. Is the most popular video game of all time. It is nowhere near indie. What the hell are they thinking? What the fuck are they thinking? Alright, video maker, get your shit together, okay? Get your shit together. Okay, let's continue. It's gotta be nice. This is all constructive criticism. This is all. Okay, is it really late game? He's first referred to by the name Mario in 1-4 when Toad says it. All right. That's not a late game twist. That's hardly late game. That's early game. Have you even played the game? You buffoon. You idiot. Do better. Oh. Ah. Sorry, my hand does that sometimes. Our hand, whatever. Come on. Okay, not gonna work. Okay, let's continue the video. Continue the video. Wow, obvious trivia. Everyone knows his name is Mario. That twist has been spoiled for like 5 billion years, alright? Even I knew that. And I hate Mario. I hate Mario games. I hate Mario games with a passion. Whenever I see the sight of that fucking like red plumber, I want to just eviscerate my insides into my outsides. I just want to cut an incision down my abdomen and just pull out like all of the insides. That's how much I hate Mario. All right, that is how much I hate that fucker Mario. All right. Well, I did not actually know that. Okay, cool. Wow. I never looked up before. I mean, I'm a gamer. Gamers don't look up. This is famously known, but damn. Okay, maybe this video is worth something. I didn't know it was hinted about there. Unfunny bit. Explaining obvious things as if there's something that needs to be explained. Unfunny bit. Disliking this video. I mean, I'd dislike it if I was signed in on YouTube, which I'm not because. All right. Not actual footage of the game. Not actual footage of the game. You can tell the colors are all wrong for one, and nobody fault that. Literally nobody fault that. Wow, damn. I don't have anything to say about that, but, you know, I'm a YouTube reactor, so I gotta say something. That's just how it goes. Yeah, everyone knows that. It's like Mario 101. You learn that when you go to gaming school. That's like kindergarten level in gaming school. I've been to gaming school, all right? So I know these things. I'm an expert in gaming, actually. I have a master's degree in gaming. I, I'm working on my PhD. I've not been to university. I don't know how it works. We're a high school dropout, you see, to break the character a little bit. Okay, back into. All right. repeating bits, not funny. Repeat, not funny. Just it wasn't funny the first time. It's not going to be funny the second time. Everyone knows that. It's intended game design. It's because there's not a save system in the game. All right, and they don't want you to have to play the whole game over again to get back to where you were. If you just looked at if you just you would know this if you just played the game for 5 minutes, okay? All right, you know this if you just played the game for 5 minutes. This person clearly has not played the game in the slightest. Fake Mario fan. Everyone knows that. Everyone knows that. Yeah, see again, the rudeness, the unnecessary rudeness. What the hell? What the hell's up with that? I mean, I never thought that deeply about it. I never knew Mario had a brother, actually. This is new to me. Wow! Luigi! No way! No way! Fake leak. I think this is fake. I actually think this is fake. I think they're just making shit up at this point. Like, look, it's just Mario but green. Like, what the hell? That's just Mario with different colors. Like, there's not like that's clearly made up. That's clearly like a Photoshop job. That's like a hoax you'd see in like a gaming magazine back in the day. Like electron. You ever read Electronic Gaming Monthly? I mean, I haven't either. I've just heard of it, but you know. Whoa. Okay, but who cares? Forgot to crop it. Forgot to crop out the emulator window. What a buffoon. What a fool. What a absolute buffoon. Treating switching to two-player mode as if it's a cheat code. What the hell? See, this is clearly like a creepypasta thing. This isn't real. Like, who the hell is Luigi? I thought Mario's brother was Schmario. Alright. See, edited footage. They edited the name Luigi and edited him to be green instead of Schmario, which is his actual name. And he's not green. He's actually aquamarine. Alright, everyone knows this. This is Mario 101. You would know this if you went to gaming school like I did. Yeah, I noticed that. That was obvious. Like, alright, just point out the obvious again. No, they aren't. Cause he's because fake game, hoax game. I've never heard of that game in my life, and I'm a Mario expert, so that clearly has to be fake. Everyone always makes up fake games from Japan that explain everything. All right, everyone knows this. This is like gaming hoax 101. You learn that. I minored in gaming hoaxes as well. So I know all this stuff, all right? I'm an expert. All right? And you're not. You're just a YouTuber who looked at Wikipedia and is just parroting what Wikipedia said and then making shit up to be funny, but it's not funny. It's actually really damaging and hurtful to us real Mario experts. All right, you need to stop. You need to stop with this. What would Shiggy think? What would Shiggy think? All right, what would he think if he watched this video and was like, you know, he like, yeah, yeah, of course, because you can't think of anything that the sequel would actually have. Everyone knows about Doki Doki Panic. Everyone knows. Everyone knows this. Everyone knows this. All right. Did you even do a little bit of research? It was a Mario prototype first. It was a Mario prototype first. Everyone knows this. And then it got retrofitted to have the characters from the thing, and then the characters from the thing got turned into the Mario's. All right. Everyone knows this. Everyone knows this. Phone. Oh, sorry, phone ringing. No. No, we're not gonna pick up. We're busy. We're making a video. We're being funny on the internet and telling this loser here that their Mario facts are wrong, actually. Actually, it's 64 because the Nintendo 64 was the console that it was on. It's okay, breaking it for a bit. They probably have actually made like 60. They have to have made like a lot of Mario games at this point. Like counting all the spin-offs, like because we don't know. Because like who fucking knows what's a mainline Mario game at this point? All right, bah. Actually, in some of them, you don't just run to the right and jump. In have you ever played? Have you ever played a Mario game? This person clearly has not played a Mario game in their life. All right, because like you don't just run to the right and jump. You would. Uh, they showed Mario 64, but you don't run to the right and jump there. Fake fan. Yeah, stating the obvious. This is like the end of the video. This is meant to be like obscure. Everyone knows this. Everyone knows that Super Mario Bros. 3 was actually Yume Kojo Doki Doki Panic 3 the whole time. And, you know, and all the Mario games were like, you know, Yume Kojo Doki Doki 64. Yume Kojo Doki Doki Odyssey. Yume Kojo Doki. You know, in Japan, it's actually the Yume Kojo. It's actually the Yume Kojo Doki Doki Galaxy movie that's out right now. That's why it has the Doki Doki Panic characters in it. All right, that's why it's got like Birdo in it. All right, because it's actually because in Japan, because it's actually a reskin of the Japanese Yume Kojo Doki Doki Galaxy movie. Side note, can you still spell "You Are Mr. Gay" with the letters in Yume Kojo Doki Doki Galaxy? Okay, because let's just actually do this right now. Cursor, yeah, I mean that works, but you know what? Nah, cursor will work. I was gonna add like a little pointing, you know, like hold on, you know, like the yeah, but no. you you get the R from Mario. That is actually a problem. You would not have R. So you can't do "You Are Mr. Gay," but you could just do Y U. If you Romanize Kojo with a U, you could do U. Then you could do "You Gay." You. Because, yeah, no, like, the thing is, like, no, you don't have the R, so no Mr. You can't do Mr. Because, okay, no, you can't do "You Are Mr. Gay" with this. Okay. Alright, back to reacting. Got sidetracked. Shiggy confirmed it himself that Mario is a stage play, but actually doesn't matter because, actually, uh, uh, Mario is a fictional character anyways. Wow, why are you pretending to care about this? Like, you don't know Mario's a fictional character anyways? Like, what the hell? What the hell? Stupid idiot who made this video. What the hell? Mario 3 is a stage play, but the other games aren't, you see. Do you ever heard of layered canon before? Clearly, uh, clearly this individual is not aware of Danganronpa V3. Alright? That's kind of like the definitive example. Or I guess like FNAF Help Wanted, but then they just made the FNAF games canon again, like in Security Breach. Oh god, can't fucking do this. All right. Yeah. Yeah, we all knew that. We all knew that. We all knew Bowser and Mario were best friends and lovers. Mario is both gay and homophobic canonically. This is famous. In the Shindo version, he learned that Bowser is bisexual, so that's why he changed So Long Gay Bowser to Bye Bye, as in bisexual. He updated his homophobia. Mario is evil, actually. Game Theory, Mario's evil. Mario's a sociopath. Game Theory, Mario Mushrooms is Toad Head and is drugs. Mario Mushroom is drugs, and when Mario eats the mushroom and eats the drugs, he gets high, so he grows bigger. And then that's what actually the Mario games are all actually, that's why they're so weird. That's why the Mario games are so weird. It's because Mario does drugs. And that's why he sees everything as being so weird. This is actually all Brooklyn. This is actually all just Brooklyn. Mario just perceives it as the whimsical Mushroom Kingdom because he's actually in a coma from eating too many mushrooms. uh, Alright. Wow, had like the obvious at the end. Actually, he's Italian American. He is from Brooklyn. If you were at all aware of Mario canon, you would know that Mario is not like he's He's from Brooklyn. He's Italian American. You would know that if you were a real Mario fan like me. With my Mario degree, I also have a degree in Mario studies. All right, I'm an expert in Mario. Hold on, kind of got like a bit of the I'm stuff pose going here. There you go. It's a little bit I'm stuff. That's like a little bit I'm stuff. Okay, okay. This song does not leave my fucking head. Help me. Help me. I have been fucking thinking about Moonchild constantly. This fucking song. I can't stop thinking about. The story is true. It is. Okay, now autoplay. Anyways, that was my reaction to this YouTube video. You need to like, comment, and subscribe and hit the bell if you want to see more reaction content in the future from me, Reaction Guy 67. All right. I'm an expert YouTube reactor and influencer. Everyone watches my reactions on twitch.com, on twitch.tv. I'm a famous streamer on twitch.tv. All I do is watch other people's videos and then make basic reactions to them. You don't even know who I'm talking about there. There's like 50 of those. There's like a lot of those. There's a lot of those. Ugh. Like, comment, and subscribe. Just realized there's some like pixels up there. Need to adjust the crop on that. Gonna just boo. Just seeing us do it live. Yay! No more line of pixels. Yay! Oh. Yay! Yay! Hold on. Gotta get a new pose here. Alright. I'm just gonna go ahead and turn off the chroma key so that this will be easier for us later. Okay, there you go. Absolute cinema. Could be easier to just pose that in Vroid or Blender or something, but nah. Nah. Oh yeah, sorry to break the illusion a little bit there. That we're actually a cosmic horror inhabiting the body of a dead VTuber. A dead trout themed YouTuber. Cause that's why the colors and the spots, cause it's rainbow trout themed. Yeah. uh Blah. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the bell. If you don't hit the bell, I'm going to die. YouTube is going to execute me by firing squad if you do not hit the bell right now. Okay, I fucking hate doing that. Don't. Bah.